Hey guys, this is SF and welcome to Rental Sundays. This week it is going to be berry farming for Valkyrie, which I'll probably be using in Nirai Kanai, so better do it now. And it is half stamina in global, so bring on the dark. And there is a lot of friends here that are good for Nirai Kanai right now, so hopefully they don't change. But hopefully it goes well, Nirai Kanai. I did stream earlier today, and aka on Friday, and that went poorly in a lot of different ways. I died to the first stage twice because of stupidity. I died a lot of times because of stupidity actually, and hopefully it won't come down to that later on. But yeah, in terms of the dungeon, I did say it's not hard if you don't be stupid and stuff, but most of the time you'll lose because you either didn't heal up after the gravity, or you don't have enough damage. After the you don't have enough damage. Usually you need 2 or 3 strike shots for the last bar, depending on which strike shots you have. So it does get a little bit difficult. But hopefully everything goes well, and I'll be really happy. And probably not run it until I have another good reason to run it. And while Valkyrie gets ability locked.
It's not over yet.
But in terms of global news, everything's out for 8.0 at the normal quests. In terms of the normal quests, not everything's going to be out, just because the normal quests do drop as savage drop monsters, and we don't have every single drop monster that the normal dungeons go for. So that's probably one of the reasons why they kind of hold off on it. So don't expect a full 52 orbs after 8.0, and during that time I'll put up a spreadsheet of everything that's on there, even the ones that's not released. I actually made it a long time ago, but it's not, I've shown it to people. I did post it on like Facebook and stuff like that for a long time ago, but I'm pretty sure nobody has noticed or remembered it. So I'll put it up when the time comes. And it is very good in terms of the normals. It gives you a lot of HP, a lot of experience with the bonus stages. So that's something really cool to look forward to. Like, even beginners can get to 100 plus. 100 plus once you, even if you start from scratch. So that's really good. And you know, the thing about the normal dungeons is that when you rank up, it's easy to rank up, so you know, you can probably finish all the normals without even spending an orb, like going like non-stop. And I'm not sure if I would stream that because my stream is getting really crazy in terms of connections, so might not be able to stream it. But it's relatively easy. I wouldn't say it's like blind flick easy in my opinion. You really have to deal with the hazards a little bit, but even though you can probably bring like all Alices or something like that, and you'll be able to clear it. I wouldn't say you'll clear it really fast, but you can clear it. And holy crap, these guys are like have a grudge on my monsters or something. And I'm not gonna waste time. I was like thinking, should I strike shot? I was like, nah. Let's see the first berry and the gold. And the gold. For Valkyrie, sidekick is always good. Sidekick, survivor, cutthroat, those types of berries are always good. Kin strength is not bad as well. Let's see the berry. It's only an S. And I really hope that it can do the double tap all reveal thing. Style kin strength. I'll take it for now. I'll take it for now. It's not the best berry because, especially for Nirai Kanai, because you know it's only bounce monsters for her. It's not for the whole team. AKA like everything with the same style that's not her style gets a boost as well. So it's only bounce monsters. So off to a good start. And I can run 6 runs for now. I'm probably gonna orb once Nirai Kanai comes, but you know, hopefully I only needs 1 run and we will be happy. But going back to the normal dungeons, you get overflowed stamina for when you rank up, and there is a little catch for it, is that at the maximum cap, there's an actual cap for it. Sometimes when you're in low ranks and then the normal dungeons can rank you up like 3 or 4 levels, it only doubles it. Or even like when you rank up and you know overflow, and then once you're still in the overflow but you still rank up, there is a cap of the ×2 of your original max. So let's say if you have 100 max stamina, and when you rank up and then you overflow, the max will always be 200. So sadly you won't be able to like overflow to like 300 or 400 because you rank once and you overflow that to like, let's say like 150, and then you use some stamina like let's say to 125 or like 120, although that's pretty unlikely, and you can't overflow past 200. Even though like 125 plus 100 is 225, it will be capped at 200. So that's one thing you need to worry about. You need to be wary about. So make sure if you really want to save stamina or use stamina to its fullest, then make sure you don't hit that double cap for overflowing the stamina. That's one thing you have to worry about. Medals. People think medals are really OP in Reddit, but I already said it's not really. Like, it can help you win a dungeon, but the amount of medals you need to actually win a dungeon, you'll never get back from a single run. So I don't think that's OP. So it's only like for that one dungeon that you can't really beat and you just want to beat it, then by all means go for it. But never use it for like farming purposes or anything, except for the chest. Except for the chest, if you really want to speed up that part. But like stuff like the reduction, the HP reduction, or the HP cutthroat, the 10% cutthroat, it's not that worth. And of course the small heart is not that worth either. But it's only worth when it's, you know, when you can't really beat that dungeon. So let's say if you want to use it for the kind of the 10% reduction, you just have to note that for dungeons with no hearts, you cannot buy the heart metal chest, the heart metal item, and you expect to get a heart from every stage. That won't work. And I'm pretty sure you won't be able to select it, but in case that you can, just don't do it, because you're basically wasting, I think, 12k medals, which is a lot.
It's not over yet.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage. That's a double stack. Okay, final bar. In terms of JP news, you know, 40 million worldwide, and it kind of shows you how much global actually has a part of it, global and Taiwan, I guess, because the last download campaign, and that was national, like Japan only, and that was 35 million, and that was like a month ago. So you can expect like what, 5 million is from Taiwan and global, so that kind of shows how popular it is overseas.
You pay. I swear.
And I'm pretty sure global hit 1 million like a year or so ago. So it's like 1,500,000. I don't remember any like 2 million campaign from global yet. So you know, we're not doing that great in terms of the other versions. And rip monies, you'll never get them back in 8.0. So you better save them up if you're into that collecting type of mood and you just want everything in your box. And get that done. And then they're pretty much saving everything for February, because February 11th and the 12th is the convention, and that's going to be really crazy in my opinion. They're probably going to announce a lot of cool stuff. You know, probably new transitions, new stuff. We didn't get an update this month, like even a small update. Usually you get an update once a month, you know, either whether it's like a 8 point something. Well, I guess it's kind of good on them because they're letting us catch up into versions, since we're going to 8.0 this month or next month. Well, you know, end of January. And JP is at 8.2 right now. So that lets us catch up a little bit, and they can always combine, for us, they can always combine 8.1 8.2 for us, because 8.2 basically didn't have anything. 8.2 basically had buffs and that's pretty much it, and like additions to the library and stuff like that. So it's nothing really crazy. I wonder if it's going to be 8.3 or is it going to be 9.0. But yeah, like for this month there's not much news out. It was only like new series and like a new transition and stuff like that. It's nothing like really crazy that was game breaking for the most part. So I'm pretty sure they're saving it for the thing,
It's not over yet.
for the convention. And I'm always excited for the extreme monster there, and it's gonna be Oragon and TV-chan, because and I died. There's not much way out of that in my opinion, unless I killed everything, but I don't think even Arthur can kill everything there. But you know, my first ever max luck in JP was Nico Televi-chan, which was basically from the same convention that's going to be held in 2 weeks, I think. Yep, in 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. And I had some memories there. And I don't want to relive those memories, so I just want to max luck and be like super happy. That was like 2 years ago. I think a year ago. I think they were here a year ago. I think they did a year ago. The year ago was the YouTubers, so Hikakin and Max Mirai were the monsters. Or was that Chokaigi? I don't think they were in Tokaigi. And then it's like two different types of conventions. Like one's like Tokaigi is like based on like battles, like tournaments. So you'll see more like games doing like PvP type of thing. Whereas Chokaigi is like I don't know, like a more like a general celebration type of thing. I can't really make any American references because like all the conventions that I think of all have like games that do like PvP in general, like, you know, like PAX, and Anime North is not really the same type of thing, I guess. Well, I guess you can compare it, like, you know, Chokaigi is like Anime North, whereas like Tokaigi is like PAX basically, or something to that effect. And then there's also the tournament. So basically the Monster Strike battle for that is they're gonna get like, you know, pro, well, I won't say like completely pro, but like some really good players to face off in a tournament. And the tournament, usually, you know, when you see tournaments of Monster Strike, it's always time trials, but this time it's going to be turn based. So whoever beats a dungeon with the least amount of turns wins, and you know, everything is fixed for you. So monsters, monster order are all fixed, so it's really based on your skills and mechanics for that dungeon, and luck doesn't really have much to do with it unless you're getting to like critical luck skill, like type of luck. So it's going to be fun in my opinion. And if you vote, then you can, if you vote, you have a chance to get 5 orbs if you guess correctly. I haven't made my decision yet because I don't even know the dungeon. They are going to announce the dungeon next week, and you know, dungeon monsters and the team orders and stuff like that, they already announced the players, and it's basically all the ones that you know that are really famous, except for Tsushima, because he's like the overall like director type. But like everybody's there, you know, Giko-chan, well actually like all the really good players, let's just say that. Like Maxima and Hikakin are not in there. You know, Giko-chan, Kazuyoshi, Pen, Arisu, Tiger Sakurai, Miyabo, like all those guys are going to be in there. Let's strike shot so I can get the hell away from that. That's fine. Use it to position.
It's not over yet.
So, and then like, I'm pretty sure it's going to be like impossible level in my opinion, because if it's not, then I don't see the point of doing it unless they make the monsters really bad. But I'm pretty sure they test it out, see like which one's good and which one's not. Hopefully they add that feature in Stadium. I'm pretty sure they're gonna count by hand. They're not gonna have like an actual. They're not gonna have the actual game to do the work for them. But that's some improvements in my opinion. Man, I'm getting like so much ability lock. Like most of the time, I usually don't get it. I don't get the ability lock, but for some reason I do now. And let's hit Valkyrie and then hit and get the laser to the side. Oh, not enough angle. Still pretty close though. Okay, let's see this fairy, and it is a brown. And then the last JP news was pretty much, you know, the new series that's coming out next week, and the monsters are meh. There is a new Arcadia monster, and I think she will break that dungeon in my opinion. I'm pretty sure people, I'll post it up because the one that I showed it in the Monster Strike news is not the same form that is really broken. The really broken one is, I think the one that's on the blog is Ascension. The evolution is pretty broken. Gauge, no block, but base is status recovery. And for people who know what Arcadia is, like what that dungeon is like, so and she's a Pierce as well, so that's really good. But the thing that's kind of annoying about Arcadia is that Arcadia speeds you down, so you basically need to proc that speed up panel to grab speed and then move around to hit either healing walls or whatever. But with her around, you can just hit all 3 guys. She's a Pierce, so she can pass through anything. And all you gotta do is just try to connect the dots and, you know, get the speed up. And just get normal speed, so you do more damage. She's no block, so you know she works with the dungeon. Bump combo is an attack up, so she raises your damage as well as speeding, aka speeding you up, kind of. Basically debuff the debuff. And strike shot is the same as Snow White, you know, big damage onto weak points, and she's a peer, so you're definitely going to get that weak point. So that's always good in Arcadia, because weak points are 25 times more damage than normal. And just get that swipe, and then you're basically full bar. You basically killed off one full bar, which is pretty crazy. And like Oz, like the most recent Arcadia monster, Oz, like he's really good at helping you get to the boss. I won't say he's there to actually like help you to beat the boss, but he makes getting into the boss stage really smooth, really easy. Whereas like the new one, which is Guinevere, I don't really know how to say her name, but Arthur's wife in real history, what you call it, is that guy that will basically make it really easy, in my opinion. Like, you know, freeze is good, but she doesn't help you break like really easily win the game for you. It basically tries to cover up your mistakes. Like, she's good at covering your mistakes. But the new monster makes your kind of bad shots into really good shots, in my opinion. Whereas freeze is just kind of gives you a second chance at making a good shot type of monster. So it's going to be fun. But then all the other ones, like Percival, strike shot is pretty cool. Like the theory about it, so you set a bomb. So let's say I set a bomb right on Slash with Arthur, and then every time you hit that bomb, it explodes, and it just keeps on exploding every time you touch it. I don't know how much damage the explosion does, but you know, the more times you hit it, the more damage it does, and the bomb goes away until Arthur's next turn. So you can get some big damages onto it. I'm not sure if you can explode after you set the bomb during the same strike shot, but that's left to be tested, and hopefully I'll get to use it sometime in the near future. But in terms of his dungeons, he's not that crazy useful. I think it's just a Minesweeper or something. A light Minesweeper. But in terms of fireballs, one monster, Jabberwock, is the Insidious. If you want a Nirvana Max Slug monster and you don't have like Izanami or something, then he's pretty good for it. If you want like a 31st dungeon monster, the 31st floor dungeon monster, then he's pretty good. He's on the same level. Well, he's better than Bao. You know, the no block, no gravity barrier fireball. But he is an Insidious, so he can be a little bit tough depending on the dungeon. So you gotta watch out for that. And how much time are we at? Let's make this the last run. Oh, I missed my gauge. Okay, let's not make this the last run. Like I said, my phone is really wonky. I'll do one more run. Like, you probably noticed, like, if you notice me playing, I'm pretty much like not hitting my gauge. That's not because I don't want to hit my gauge. It's just that I slip for some reason. Like, it's not sensing my, you know, my pulls or anything. I really need to get that fixed. Okay, last run. Or maybe I'm just not like really pulling. I'm being kind of soft on my phone because I don't want to break it. as well, because you know it's the only way I can actually get videos to you guys. See, like that shot, it was not because I just didn't want to pull. It's just that it just really bad censoring. Whew. But hopefully people will like 8.0. It's gonna be a lot different. And in terms of whether you want to max luck Olive, you don't really need to max luck Olive. She's really cool as a monster, but you know, if you have good no gravity barrier monsters, there's a lot of no gravity barrier wind monsters as well in terms of farmables, so she's not like 100% needed for anything. But you know, she's a really good monster in general. Like, she's better than most no gravity barrier wind monsters, but she's not going to help. She's not going to make everything easier, in my opinion. Like, you can make do with the, you know, with the PCG3s, with the snowmans, like those types of monsters. And Olive doesn't make it like 100% easier. Okay. Ouch. Like, why the hell is like always ability locking me? It's like 100% chance right now. Whether I'm really unlucky or anything, but oh no. Oh yeah, I haven't really told you guys. Well, actually I told some people, but I did roll the recent Aqua Alliance on this version, on the global version, and I did get Napoleon. And you know, that's just me like updating on you on my box, I guess, if people are like really curious or anything. I got Napoleon. I'm not crazy happy, but sure, a limited monster. I kind of wanted D'Artagnan or Napoleon, and I also got my third low lady, so I'm basically traveling the footsteps of my friend Scott, on his roll of triple low ladies. I haven't ascended her. She's still at level 1 base form, but you might see a full low lady party in the near future, question mark. I usually don't do these types of things, so you know, we will see. Like, I don't know if like 4 low ladies really good in Avalon. I would, like, theory wise it probably is pretty good, but it really depends on how good her homing is in terms of dealing with the mob clearing, because you know she's not going to pinch. Oh, nice. Unlike that. You know she's not going to pinch like that, so it all depends on her homing piercing structure thing. Okay, last bar. Oh, I missed the wave on the weak spot. Like, what the hell? It's always hitting, it's always like 100%ing ability locking me. Like, that is unfair. Like, why? Like, why? Why it must hate me that much? And I'm gonna strike out Valkyrie. I don't care about damage walls. I think I missed Ghost Striker there, but still enough damage. And that's the last run. No more stamina. That was 6 runs. I did lose twice, but anyways, still okay. Okay, and let's see if there's a good berry for me. Nope. Sad face. But hopefully you'll see a Nirai Kanai video during the weekend, but it is Lunar New Year, so I might be a little bit busy. But you know, happy Lunar New Year to you guys. It's the year of the rooster. Sadly, my year was last year, the year of the monkey. So this year I have no I have no special feeling about this year. So, but for people that are roosters, then happy special lunar new year, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.